Hey everyone, welcome back to Slow English Channel, where learning English feels like talking with friends. I'm Emily, and I'm so glad you're here today.
Hi, Emily. Hello, everyone. I feel great today. It's so nice to be with you all again.
You look very fresh today, Paul. Not like last time when you looked sleepy. What's your secret?
Oh, I finally got a full night of sleep, and I had my favorite green tea this morning. That helped a lot. What about you, Emily?
I'm feeling good too. I've got my big warm cup of coffee, and the sun is shining. It's a perfect day to learn some English together.
Absolutely. And I'm excited because today's topic is something we all need. You said it's about first impressions, right?
Exactly. Today we're going to talk about how to introduce yourself in English. It's the first thing we say when meeting someone new.
Ah, introductions. Sometimes they make me nervous. My heart beats a little faster. Boom, boom, boom.
I know what you mean, but think of introductions like a door opener. When you know what to say, it becomes much easier to connect with others.
That makes sense. A good introduction is like a small key. It opens up big opportunities.
Beautifully said. But before we give out that key today, can we ask a tiny favor?
Of course. Friends, if you enjoy these conversations, please hit the like button. It helps more learners find us.
Yes, and don't forget to subscribe. That way you'll never miss a new episode from us.
And feel free to share this with your friends who are also learning English. Sharing is caring, right?
Right. Now, let's get into it. Paul, are you ready?
I'm ready. Shoulders back, big smile, let's go.
Perfect. That's actually tip number one. Your body speaks before your words do. A smile, good posture, they tell people, I'm friendly.
So I walk up, smile, and say hello. But what next?
Next, say your name. The simplest way is, I'm Paul, or my name is Paul.
I usually say, I'm Paul. That feels natural.
That's great. I'm Paul is friendly and casual. My name is Paul sounds a bit more formal. For example, if you're meeting your manager, maybe use my name is.
Ah, like at work. Hello, Mr. Henderson. My name is Paul. That sounds professional.
Exactly. And sometimes people have a long name and a short name, a nickname.
Like Jonathan and John.
Exactly. Or Thomas and Tom. You can say, my name is Thomas, but you can call me Tom.
That makes it feel more relaxed. I think people enjoy knowing how to address you.
Yes. And after your name, it's natural to say where you're from.
I'm from Brazil. That's what I say.
Classic. And you can add more. I'm from Brazil, but I live in a city called Sao Paulo. That gives more room for conversation.
And if I live somewhere else now?
Then say, I'm from Brazil, but I live in London now. It tells a little story.
Ah, that invites the other person to ask more questions, like, do you like London?
Exactly. It keeps the conversation flowing, not just short answers.
And then we can talk about jobs, right?
Yes. Tell people what you do. I'm a teacher, or I'm a student, or even I'm studying English.
What if someone doesn't have a job right now?
That's totally okay. They can say, I'm looking for a job in sales, or I'm taking care of my kids. Just share a little about your life.
That helps people understand who you are.
Exactly. And here's one more tip. Talk about something you enjoy, a hobby.
Like riding my bicycle?
Perfect. I'm Paul, I'm a teacher, and I love cycling. Now that's more interesting.
And you, Emily? You could say, I'm Emily, and I love coffee. That's easy to remember.
Yes, people remember me as the coffee girl. A small detail helps people connect and remember.
So a great introduction includes your name, where you're from, what you do, and one thing you love.
That's a winning combo.
But wait, what comes after that? Do I just stop talking?
No way. You pass the ball. Ask a question. And you? What about you? That's how we keep the chat going.
Right. A conversation is like tennis. Hit, then wait for the return.
Let's try a little role play, Paul. Imagine we're meeting for the first time at a coffee shop.
Okay. I see you sitting at a table. I walk over and say, "Excuse me, is this seat free?"
Yes, it is. Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
I'm Paul. I'm just waiting for my tea.
Nice to meet you, Paul. I'm Emily. Are you from this city?
Not really. I'm from Brazil, but I'm visiting a friend here. And you, Emily, do you live nearby?
Yes, just 5 minutes away. I come here every morning. It's my favorite coffee spot.
That sounds nice. So what do you do?
I host a podcast. I love talking with people, just like this.
Wow, that sounds fun. I'm a teacher, and right now I'm saving money for a new bicycle.
That's a great goal. You know what, Paul? That was a really good introduction.
Thanks. It felt natural because I knew what to say. I didn't feel lost.
That's the secret. If you have a small plan in your mind, your words come out more easily.
It reminds me of my office. Do you remember the story about Sarah and Tom?
Oh, yes, the long report, the big, stressful meeting.
Yes. When Sarah joined the company, she was very quiet. She didn't say hello to anyone, just sat at her desk.
That's hard. When you don't introduce yourself, people don't know how to talk to you.
Exactly. But Tom, total opposite. First day, he said, "Hey, I'm Tom. I'm the funny guy here."
That sounds like Tom. But here's the thing. Introductions don't have to be loud or funny.
Really?
Yes, even quiet people like Sarah can give a great introduction. Just go one person at a time. A smile, "Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm new here." That's enough.
So I don't have to talk to the whole room.
Nope. You don't need to be the center of attention. Just be kind and open.
That's a relief. Okay, next question. What if someone says something I don't understand?
Ah, good one. Don't panic. Just ask them nicely. "Sorry, could you repeat that?" Or, "What does that mean?"
Right. Most people are happy to help if they know you're learning.
Exactly. And it shows courage. You're trying. That's something people respect.
Being brave, that's a big part of learning, isn't it?
Absolutely. And we see that bravery in our listeners every day.
They're doing great. I'm proud of them too.
Before we finish, let's quickly go over the main steps of a good introduction.
Okay, step 1, smile and say hello.
Step 2, say your name. "I'm Paul," or "My name is Paul."
Step 3, say where you're from. I'm from Brazil. Or I live in London now.
Step 4, share what you do, your job or your studies, and add something fun, like a hobby.
Like, I'm a teacher and I love cycling.
Exactly. And finally, don't forget to ask a question back. "How about you?"
Also, use greetings that match the time of day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yes, just remember, good night is for saying goodbye, not hello.
That one confused me before, but now I know good evening equals hello, good night equals bye.
You got it. You're ready to meet anyone, anywhere.
I feel ready. I want to go out and try now.
Do it. Even if it's just in the mirror, practice saying your introduction.
We believe in you. You're not alone on this journey.
So, friends, if you enjoyed this episode, leave us a comment and introduce yourself.
Tell us your name, where you're from, and one thing you love.
We can't wait to read your stories. They always make our day.
And if today's episode helped you, please give it a like and share it with someone who's also learning.
And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new episode.
Thanks for being with us today. You're doing amazing.
Yes, you are. See you next time.
Bye for now.